Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be Aquarius Moon and Lagna Ascended reading. Okay, so I got a download for you. Can you just Luna is in my room, she's sleeping on my bed. Okay, she's sleeping here on my bed and my door, I think my door's locked. I don't know. Let's see. My door's locked. I don't want anyone to walk in while I'm doing this reading. I don't have my Bible here, but there's a Bible passage, a very significant Bible passage that came through for you, and I have no idea who I'm picking up here, okay? But let me just reference this Bible passage. It's in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, okay? Matthew 4 from 1 to 11, Mark 1. And it's verse 12 and 13, and then there's extensive like a very detailed story also in Luke 4 from verse 1 to 13. And this is when Jesus was in the desert. He was fasting and he was in the desert for 40 days and for 40 nights, okay? And the devil tempted him, okay? The devil basically tempted Jesus. It's basically three types of temptations, okay? And I'm referencing here because I just got this download just now. I was sitting there and contemplating on your reading, and I had a previous reading that I wanted to do because I got the movie The Matrix, but I decided, okay, then I was sitting there and I said, this isn't what I'm supposed to talk about. There's something else, okay? And then this passage came through about the three temptations that Jesus experienced. And this is turn stones into bread. Jesus responds, man shall not live, turn stones into bread. Okay. Jesus responds, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. Matthew 4 verse 4. The second is throw himself from the temple. Jesus refuses to test God. And number 3, worship the devil in exchange for the kingdoms of the world. And Jesus says, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve. Matthew 4 verse 10. Okay. So, Aquarius, I'm going to try and put this into a story form for you. Okay. You just, because this is a really deep, 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 deep. Oh my God, look at what you got here. You might have Libra in your energy. You might be Aquarius, you might be, you might have Libra. Oh my God. This is really weird. Anyway, I don't know even if I have to take more cards. I ask God, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ to protect and guide me while I do this reading for my collective. I don't know what this reading is about. This is a download that I've got. What do you want for my Aquarius collective, please and thank you. I ask you to protect my thoughts, my heart, my spirit while I do this reading. I feel this is a very important reading. So I ask you to protect me, guide me while I do this reading, please and thank you. This is a card that fell out. This is a very unusual deck, okay. I don't know what this, I don't even know what type of card this is. Look at this card, it just fell out of the deck. It doesn't even indicate here on this card whether it's a pentacle card or swords or water or what in, but I'm going to take it because I do intuitive readings. Okay, this is a very ominous card. I'm going to take it as a prophetic ominous card. Okay, the moon came out in the reverse, so I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, I'm just going to draw another card quickly. This also came out in the reverse. This is the Ace of Cups. So I'm going to keep it to these 6 cards for now, and if I need to expand on the reading, I will do so. Okay. So, Aquarius, I just want to cough quickly. Sorry, I just wanted to clear my throat quickly. The Keeper of the Scales is the first card, Venus and Balance. Like I said, Luna is in the room. Okay, she could jump up anytime. The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. And then you have this card. And this one, this is the 7 of Swords. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, the Moon card. And then another Moon card that came out in reverse. And then the Moon card is upright. And then you also have the Ace of Cups, but in reverse. So, oh my God. Okay. There's a trial that you're experiencing, Aquarius Moon. And it's similar to the type of trial that Jesus experienced. Okay, the trial in the wilderness. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast desert. Okay. There's nothing around you. It's like the Sahara Desert. There's nothing around you. There's no distractions. There's no people telling you who you are. There's no applause and no reassurance. The only thing that you have, Aquarius Moon, is the sound of the wind in your ears, and it's moving across the sand. Okay. It's moving across the sand, Aquarius. It's Luna making that noise. She's stretching now. Okay, she just woke up. There's an enormous sky above you. Okay. It's a wilderness. In the biblical story, Jesus enters the desert after being spiritually affirmed and prepared. Okay, just hold on, Luna. She's stretching now. Okay, it's going to be a whole process now. She's just hold on. I will be back. Hindi ka labanan ni? Hindi dapat pizza ni kamer. Okay, I'm back, guys. She just woke up. I think she's just pacing in the house now. I'm not going to open the door for her so that she can go outside. She has to wait. So, where was I? In the biblical story, Jesus enters the desert after he's been spiritually affirmed and prepared. And he fasts for 40 days and nights. And then the devil appears with these 3 temptations that I spoke about earlier. Okay. And the temptations is this card. Look at this card. This woman is naked. She's fully exposed, she's naked. But this part of her body here, it's almost like, I don't know, these, I can't make out what this is. There's something here that's, I think that it has to do with your sacral chakra, okay? It has something to do with your sacral chakra. I wish you could see her face. She has a very weird look on her face. But anyway, um, like I said, the devil appears with his three temptations. But today, Aquarius Moon, we're going to experience this story through another lens, okay? For Aquarius Moon and Aquarius Lagna. Because Aquarius, you are the sign of the visionary. You are the sign, you ask yourself, you are represented by the swords. You will see her, look at this woman. It's almost like she's laying down on these swords, okay? She doesn't look distressed or anything. It's almost like, I don't know. The word bed of swords is coming to mind. I don't know. Bed of nails is coming to mind. Okay, a bed of nails, a bed made of sharp nails. You are the sign of the visionary. You're the sign you're asking, why should I live according to the rules that everyone else has accepted? You are ruled traditionally by Saturn, which is Shani in Vedic astrology. And Saturn is not an energy or a planet that gives easy answers. Saturn gives tests, okay? Saturn takes away your comfort because Saturn wants you to discover what's real with the Two of Cups. I got this card in another reading and I said, if you look at this card, it looks like spring, okay? And look at the leaves are still sprouting, so the tree is about to burst into blooms and flowers and blossoms, okay? Like the trees look in springtime, okay? I have a design of they call it a sakura blossom. It's a Japanese blossom, and it's only appears in Japan on the trees during spring, and the flowers are extremely beautiful. And this flower specifically, I've made it several times. It just fascinates me because it's beautiful, especially if you look in springtime at the blossoms during spring in Japan. But here in South Africa, it's exactly the same during spring. The fruit trees, okay, it blossoms and it's beautiful. It's extremely beautiful. And sometimes it smells very nice. But this is the experience. Basically, the experience, yes. Saturn gives tests. Saturn takes away comfort so that you can discover what's real, okay? Aquarius Moon and Lagna. Your life path involves learning, okay? And it's something I think, in my opinion, I'm born under the sun sign of Aquarius, okay, in Western astrology. But I want to say, what do I want to say? I love learning, okay. It says your life path is learning. So I don't know if you're the type of Aquarius who struggles to learn, or maybe you're very set in your ways. I don't know exactly what it is, but your life path involves learning how to become independent from the expectations of society. With an Aquarius moon, the emotional world that you experience, okay, it can be detached and very analytical and observant. And it's a very highly, Aquarius energy is a very highly observant energy. Okay. You like the individual, you are someone you're never in a situation. It's almost like a few days ago I got the download of someone eating popcorn and watching drama unfold. Okay. And this is exactly what you are. You're never in the drama, you're watching the drama. Okay. You're observing people, their habits, the way they conduct themselves, the way they express themselves, and you basically sometimes analyze, or not. It's not the analysis and the conclusions that you draw because of how you study individuals. It's not judgment, okay? It's more observations and study to understand peculiarities in different individuals and the way they conduct themselves and think and stuff like that. It's basically like you feel you're standing outside a crowd watching everyone else. You are the type of energy that may understand things before you're ready to explain these things. And I'm the same, okay? There's a lot of things that I understand, things that I know that others don't know. And especially when it's concerning the study of tarot and astrology and the esoteric occultic world, okay? Sometimes you know stuff and you learn stuff and you start to realize there are certain people that are not ready to hear certain things, okay? They're not, basically the cognitive dissonance that they're experiencing or that they are in, they are not ready for the realization of certain specific things. And you cannot force these people to learn these things because they are not ready to learn these things, okay? And basically because of this is also what I pick up here with this moon energy. You're a very independent soul with this moon energy. And with this moon reversed is sometimes you feel alone, okay? You feel incredibly alone because of the moon represents mystery, the veil of this, I would say, the spiritual world. You have the ability to go behind this veil because of your spiritual abilities that you have. And because of this, there are certain things that you know and experience that others cannot see and experience, and not because you think you are special. This is your gift, okay, from God. He makes you see things. He makes you understand things. He shows you, he guides you, he leads you. I'm going to make an example. I don't know who I'm talking to yet. Okay. Um, I can't even remember. I got to download a few days ago. I was watching a video on YouTube. I can't even remember what video it was that I watched. And I resonated with this video so much. Listen, I cannot remember, okay? I just cannot remember which video it was. I resonated with. It's probably a reading or something, but I don't think it was a reading. It's more like a motivational talk that the individual was giving, and it was on Facebook. Okay, and but I can't remember who it was, and but I just remember the feeling that I got. I was really identifying with what this individual is saying, and I asked, then who is with me in my head? Who is with me? Who's fighting for me? And immediately at that moment, okay, exactly at that moment when I was asking, I was like expressing it out loud. Who is with me? Who is fighting for me? And the words Angel Raphael came to mind. And I went to go research on Angel Raphael, and I was so astounded. Oh my God. It was like, that is what, when I read the other day, someone said, or I watched some, I can't remember what, but it was, I think it was an article where a person said, when you start to experience synchronicities in your life, things that you cannot explain, but you know it happens, and it becomes frequent and more like blaring and glaring in your face, you've stepped out of the matrix, because you don't identify with the matrix anymore. Okay, it's almost like, this is why I probably got the matrix as a download, because if you look at the movie The Matrix, when they have to go into the matrix, there's a phone. In the first matrix, there's a telephone. They have to dial a number, okay, and talk into the telephone in order for them to enter a specific portal. Okay, you exited this basically matrix through this communication with God, the divine, a long time ago. And I'm totally digressing from this reading. Okay. So like I said, because of this, sometimes you feel alone. And this is where your story begins, Aquarius moon. Your soul enters the desert. Okay. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, and it's representing this desert that you're entering. And the first thing, and I want you to understand, don't look at the desert as something that's, the desert is not there. It depends on how you look at it, okay? The desert also sustains life. There's a lot of people that live in the desert, nomads that live in the desert. The Lady of Lightning surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. The Camel Boil, small steps, asking for help. I have no idea why you got these two cards. We will see. I was just talking about the desert. Okay. Your help is God. Okay. The divine, it's specifically God. The Holy Spirit, it's Jesus. Okay. This is your help that you should ask for. The first thing that's going to happen when you reach out to God, you call out to God, is God is going to remove the noise. And if God is not going to remove the noise, God is going to guide you, remove the noise. Okay, you should maybe take a sabbatical from something, like I did back then. Okay, I totally closed off all my, that was probably 5 years ago. I was absent from social media. I had no social media. I had no YouTube. I had no Facebook, no Instagram, nothing. There was no digital online social media presence of me, because I chose to close my specific Facebook account and so forth. Um, and it's almost like this fasting of Jesus. It's like you're taking a break, a sabbatical. You're fasting, okay, because it's necessary. So this is the noise that I'm talking about. God is going to require you and tell you, close these accounts or do this or that or break away or go away. Okay, you need to think, you need to be alone, something like that. Your phone goes silent, the messages stop. The people who used to constantly occupy your thoughts, they are suddenly going to become distant, okay? If you have relationships or had relationships with individuals, you're not going to experience the same stimulation, maybe mental stimulation that you experienced before with these individuals or person or whatever, or emotional stimulation. Maybe it's old career, okay? It doesn't satisfy you anymore. And all that identity that you had, it feels too small, a type of a box that people placed you in. And basically, you're asking yourself, Aquarius, yeah, with this moon energy as well, you're asking here in this Ace of Cups in reverse, you asking yourself, with this Lady of Lightning, it's like you surprising yourself, okay, with this mental paradigm shift that you're experiencing. It's like not only surprising to you, but to others as well around you. You've changed, okay? It says here, sometimes surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. It's speaking about you. You changed. People see that you changed, okay? It's like you're asking yourself this question, who am I when nobody is watching? And this is the question that Saturn is asking. Saturn isn't interested in a image, okay? It's not about an image. Worried about that. The world is worried about images. People are worried about images. And Saturn is also not impressed by popularity, okay? And this is so you, Aquarius moon. Saturn is impressed with substance. And this is why this desert appeared, or this wilderness for that matter. It's not a punishment, Aquarius moon. It's basically a purification that you're experiencing, okay? You're experiencing a purification. God is purifying you. I got this reading, a similar energy like a previous reading that I had. A similar energy of a previous reading I had. I can't remember. It was about, I got the download about alcohol and spirits, and I was speaking about brandy and the distilling of vodka and how it's the same. God is purifying you. It's a purifying energy, okay? Like something going through a furnace. A piece of metal, like a sword, okay? It's like this purification or wilderness purification energy. It's like a place where false identities die, okay? It's almost like a hermit energy. This hermit energy walks away carrying only his lantern. Hermit energy is also associated with the sign of Virgo. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to draw a few more cards now. Oh my God. What is it now with these cards? I'm not a good shuffler, guys. And this deck is a bit big now because of all the cards. Okay, there's one card that just flew out of the deck. How beautiful. You got the Strength card here. And then what is this? Queen of Coins. Strength, Queen of Coins. Beautiful. I love this. Strength, Queen of Coins. Oh, this is a huge Judgment. The Emperor. I'm going to take these cards. There's quite a few cards that fell out. I'm going to push these aside quickly. Okay, and so that you can see properly. So you got the Strength, Queen of Coins, Judgment, Emperor, and then you have, oh my God, the Hermit. Okay, you got the Hermit. Queen of Swords is also here. You in your own reading. This is the Five of Pentacles. And then you have Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, baby. And the 10. Oh, lovely. 10 of Cups. Amazing. I love this already. Okay. These cards indicate to me that whatever this is experiencing that you have, it's temporary. Everything is anyway. Okay. I've said this so many times in readings. The only thing that you can be sure of in this world is death and taxes. Nothing else is guaranteed. You having a permanent job is not guaranteed. Even if you have a business, you have no guarantee that that business may make it. Okay? It's not me being pessimistic. It's me being realistic. You have to place your faith outside of the material world. Okay? I don't know. I don't care what other people tell you. I'm not telling you to be there is an energy surrounding you. I don't know who this energy belongs to. But this energy is representing the devil. And this devil doesn't want you to have faith in your guidance that you get from God. Okay? This is what I pick up. It could be this crowd that you're walking away from. It's an old job. It's people that maybe don't believe in your vision that you have, your dreams. Sometimes you need distance from everyone else in order to hear your own voice in your head, your own inner intelligence. Okay, Aquarius moon. There's another planet, Aquarius moon, that's also watching from the shadows, and it's Rahu. Rahu is representing your desire. Okay, Rahu is telling you you can have more, you could become more, you could be recognized, you could finally prove yourself. And this is the first temptation. Okay, this is the first temptation, the temptation of the stone becoming bread. In the desert, Jesus has been fasting. He's hungry. And the devil says to him, turn these stones into bread. Symbolically, this is the temptation to use your spiritual power to immediately satisfy your physical or emotional hunger. Okay? Say, for instance, you're a spiritual person, you're a psychic, or you have spiritual abilities. Okay? say for instance, like in these charismatic churches also, okay, we have the ability to psychologically, as people that work with the divine, manipulate people, okay, brainwash them and make them believe a certain thing. And maybe there are energies around you, okay, that represent this temptation. They want you to use your spiritual power to immediately, the devil wants you to use your spiritual power to immediately satisfy your physical and emotional hunger. And you are refusing this with the Strength card and the Queen of Coins. You are very grounded here, okay? This is very important for you, Aquarius, because you spend so much time living inside your mind, okay, that your body starts to demand attention, okay? And what I mean with this is I'm going to make examples. You may be hungry for security, for affection, maybe for money, for recognition, for certainty. I don't know what this is. It could be anything. And Rao is whispering you, basically the devil. Okay, Rao represents the devil today. Um, they want you to take the shortcut. It wants to tell you, don't wait. Take a shortcut. Don't trust the process. Do whatever you can to get immediate satisfaction. Okay? That's the energy of the devil. The devil is not necessarily an external energy. Okay? It could symbolically be just an attachment. Maybe it's something like this. Okay? You tell yourself, okay, if I have this, I will be happy. If I have that, I will be happy. Okay. If I buy me this, then I will feel better. It's like people, and this is a lot of people experience this. Okay. They buy stuff because they think buying things are going to, it's like retail therapy. Okay. For you, for some Aquariuses, it could be money. For some, it could be a relationship, a social recognition, maybe success. Okay. For some of you, it could even be revenge because you were wronged. Okay. And the temptation is huge. And I want you to understand this temptation, Aquarius. I see the temptation is huge for you. This is what you feel. And it comes across that this temptation is not necessarily that you want these things. It's not like you want it, okay? You don't want these things. I just see it retail therapy. It's you in your head telling you, if I don't have this, I'm incomplete. And you have the queen, or you self-judgment. It comes across as self-judgment today. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. This devil energy is in between the two, Queen of Coins here. It's like the universe or God wants to indicate you by giving you two Queen of Coin cards and a Queen of Swords card and a Ten of Cups. It's trying to indicate to you you're not incomplete with this. You're not incomplete, okay, without these things. It's like Jesus is responding and Jesus is coming across as this emperor. Jesus is telling you, man shall not live by bread alone. And this basically translates to, I'm not going to sacrifice my purpose just to satisfy a temporary hunger. Okay. I'd rather walk away with this. This person is walking away with this Hermit card. And it's a very powerful lesson that you're learning. Because Aquarius, when you're in the wilderness, this could be anything. Your wilderness, I'm going to make a simple example. Your wilderness could be something like this too, for some of you. You could lose your job. You don't have any money. Now you have this period. I mean, I experienced it too. In between the period when you lost your job and you got your last salary, there's a gap. And lots of people tell you, save, save. A lot of people want to save money. But it's very difficult to save money when you don't even earn a lot. Okay? And I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about people in general. Okay? Like ordinary people in the world here in South Africa. They want to save money, but they don't you necessarily earn a lot of money. Okay? And while you're in this energy and you're waiting for, now you have to go sign for unemployment. And here in South Africa, when you go sign for unemployment, you have to go sign at least 3 or 4 times before you start getting money. And in that period, you still also have to wait for money from your not your business, from your company, payouts, maybe retrenchment packages and so forth. And that takes, and now you have to have savings to live in that period. Okay. But it's so easy for people to tell other people, do this and do that and do it like this and do it like that. Stop telling people what to do and how to do things. The only way you can understand what a person is experiencing if you are in these shoes. Okay. People do things sometimes out of desperation as well. And this is also what God is wanting to protect you from, doing things out of desperation because you want to get through something. This could also be the experience. Okay. And now you have this temptation. It's like a mother. She has no money. She has to feed a child. She walks into a shop. She doesn't have enough money to buy formula. Now she goes steals a tin of formula and she goes to jail for stealing a tin of formula or stealing soap or something like that. Okay. Anyway, this moon experience that you're having, it's making you feel uncertain. Okay. This devil energy is making you feel uncertain. And Saturn is telling you to wait. And Rahu is telling you to chase. And your higher consciousness has to decide which voice deserves authority in your head. Okay. I think I got the Temperance card somewhere here. Okay. I got the Temperance card somewhere. Where is it? I think so. Did I? No, I did not. I did not. But anyway, um, you have to be balanced, okay? Because the temperance card came to mind in my head now. This is not deprivation that you're experiencing, okay? Okay, this desert experience, this so-called test, and it's almost like this temperance energy is guiding you to not excess, to guide, it's guiding you to balance. It's teaching you or learning you how to say, I can wait. I mean, sorry, I can want something without becoming its prisoner. Okay. You can want something without becoming the prisoner of this desire that you have for something. Okay. Your second temptation, and the temptation that Jesus experienced, was in the temple. Jesus is taken to the temple, a high place. Okay. He wants you to prove yourself. Jump, he says to Jesus or you. If God is really protecting you, he will save you, the devil says. And this is a different kind of temptation, okay? You are the Queen of Swords energy in this second temptation. The first temptation was about hunger, okay? The second temptation with the 10 of Cups comes across today as validation. And you, Aquarius, you understand this very deeply. I don't think this is an issue for you. Because Aquarius often basically carries the energy of an outsider, okay? You may have experienced a lot of things where people misunderstood you. They didn't see what you saw. They didn't understand your vision, or maybe they still don't. And eventually, Aquarius Moon, you tell yourself, I'll show them. Okay, that is your second temptation. You don't simply want success. You don't want success so that someone else will regret doubting you. Saturn basically can create this feeling because Saturn often makes people feel underestimated before they become established, okay? And Mars can intensify this energy because Mars is basically saying prove yourself. Rahu is saying make them watch. The ego says show them what they lost. Okay. This is this revenge thing of getting back at people that wronged you. Okay. And the higher Aquarius Aquarius, you're probably one of the most misunderstood signs in the zodiac. Okay. But if people really get to know you, they see you are a really nice person. No, not nice, a good person. Okay. But like everybody, there's always some type of stigma of certain stereotype attached to even every zodiac has this. Okay. Your higher consciousness, Aquarius, is telling you, I don't need to prove my destiny to anyone. With the Queen of Swords and Ten of Cups. This is what your higher consciousness is saying. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Okay? And the archetype that comes through now is the Chariot, because the Chariot speaks of self-mastery. You don't have a Chariot here, but I'm thinking now. Okay? It's a powerful energy about mastering yourself. It's not about speed. It's two horses. If you look at the Chariot card, it's two horses pulling in two different directions. It's basically learning how to control things, okay? Maybe your emotions, your reactions to things. The horses want to move in different directions. Your emotions want one thing and your ego wants another thing. Okay. Two of Cups. The Sun card. And Three of Wands. Ace of Cups. And the Warrior of Cups. I'm going to just take these cards. Just going to draw a few oracle cards. I don't know how long this this reading is going to be. The Hungry Ghosts, Obsession, Scarcity, Consciousness, Attachment. Okay. You are holding the reins of your own life, Aquarius. This is emotional mastery for Aquarius Lagna. Life direction mastery. You don't have to respond to every challenge that you face. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone, okay? You don't have to jump from the temple just because someone challenges your faith, okay? Sometimes the most powerful response that you could give is, I know who I am. And then you just keep on walking, okay? Let other people think what they want. They don't know you. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Let them judge you. It's almost like there's this movement. It started probably a year ago. Okay, and the movement was let them. The people got tattooed with the words let them. And I'm telling you, let them. Let them do whatever they want to. Let them say what they want. Let them judge. Let them say the nastiest and ugliest things. Let them do the nastiest and ugliest things. It will bite them back. You leave these people, whoever they are, whoever done you wrong, Aquarius, you leave it to God. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you this. I don't know who I'm talking to here, but I'm telling you now, God exists and He sees everything. And you are not going to get away with what you are doing with a child of God. If they are anointed, if they do God's work, if their heart is pure, if they are sincere, if their intentions are in the right place, and they do what they're supposed to do, God sees everything. Don't explain yourself ever to anyone. Getting pissed off while I'm doing this reading. I think I'm identifying with this reading too much. But anyway, let's continue. This third temptation, the last one, I think. It's the greatest one. Okay. It's the kingdoms of the world. It's the greatest one. There are a lot of kingdoms. In the Bible, it speaks of principalities. Okay. There are principalities that you are fighting. What we as spiritual workers are fighting are unseen. Okay. It's unseen. And this is why a lot of people, if they are not aware of how the spiritual world works, this is why a lot of people, they go into things and they dabble into things, okay, and then their fingers burn. I spoke a few days ago about these two women that started, this one woman, she came from a witchcraft family with blood magic, that practiced blood magic, and she was called, okay. And then the other one, I don't know her history, but she apparently also left tarot because it's something of, I can't remember what it exactly was, but she converted to Christianity, okay. And I can totally identify because there were a lot of people that were against what I was doing. They told me I was from the devil. They told me a lot of things. I seriously considered stop doing tarot just because of the spiritual attacks that I received. Okay. But God led me to do this. And if God led you to something, no man can stop you. I don't care what people think the Bible says. Okay. The Bible is a holy book and I respect the Bible, but there's also something you have to understand. There's a lot of things in the Bible that a lot of things that were left out of the Bible that should have been in the Bible. And there's a lot of holy scriptures outside of the Bible that was also from the similar period that the Bible was, or the Bible is speaking about, basically. Okay. Why were these books excluded? If you look at the Ethiopian Bible, why? And why were certain things left out, and why were certain things, it's like when it came to the language, it's like they took out certain words and replaced it with others. It's like they were deliberately trying to mislead people away from God. And this is what, when it comes to, very important, when it comes to you as an individual and you want to serve God, you have to do your own research. You cannot just listen to what other people tell you to do. Just because a person said, this is from the devil, and I say so. I almost want to say, if you. But God is not going to like it when I do that. So I'm not going to. Anyway. Let's continue. The kingdoms of the world is the greatest temptation that Jesus faced. And it's, I think, also represented by these hungry ghosts. Okay. It's like these energies are pulling at you. Okay. It could be energies of people. Okay. With scarcity mindsets, with lower consciousness, people with obsessive attachment intentions, or I don't know what exactly this is. The devil basically showed Jesus the kingdoms of the world. And it represented power, status, influence, authority. And his offer is, you can have it all, but there is a price that you have to pay. You must worship something other than God. And this is probably the biggest temptation that you have, Aquarius, because you are naturally, as a humanitarian sign, you naturally connected to the collective, and you want to change society, and you want to help because your heart is calling you. You want to love people, you want to help them, you want them to feel safe, and you want them to belong. This is you. You want to reform systems. You want to challenge outdated structures. It carries a very powerful humanitarian vision. And here comes the greatest lesson of Saturn. Power without consciousness becomes another prison. Okay, I can give you examples. You can become so focused on changing the world that you forget to remain connected to your own soul, and this happens to people. Okay, you can become obsessed with being right. You can become attached to certain ideologies. You can become so determined to fight the system that the system begins living inside you. And the Empress here, the Emperor represents authority, structure, control, leadership. And Aquarius has to ask, am I becoming the things that I once rebelled against? It's almost like you don't want to become your enemy, okay? And this is very profound. The devil offers these kingdoms, and he says through Rahu, take the power. Mars says, fight for it. And Saturn says, build something that lasts. And Jupiter says, but what is the purpose of that power? Okay. What is the purpose of that power? Look at the sun here. The sun is asking you, who are you when you have it? Jesus is refusing. And you are going to refuse as well. Because he chose spiritual sovereignty over worldly domination. And this is also the turning point of things. Okay. This is the final test of Saturn. And after this, something changes. Okay. When you in this energy of the strength, you cannot be moved. And the strength and this emperor is together. And it tells me today it comes across as you find your strength in God. You find your purpose in God. And you find your I don't know how else to put it. You belong to God. Okay. You are his child. The devil is leaving. And the angels are coming to protect you. You need to notice the sequence of things, Aquarius. Okay? With this Warrior of Cups and this Three of Wands. Notice the sequence. First, it was isolation. Then it was this temptation. Then discernment. And then became your liberation. And after that, the support is going to come. You have to have faith in yourself. There's an energy that's trying to pull you away. It's a worldly energy. It wants you to believe that your The world is trying to pull you in, Aquarius. It's trying to tell you you need to trust the world you don't know. You need to trust the one that created this world. Okay. And if you look at it from a Gnostic perspective, the ultimate creator created Sophia, and Sophia created Yaldabaoth, okay, or the Demuge. You worship the ultimate creator, not Yaldabaoth, not the Demuge, the creator, the real creator of this world. And you need to trust that he or she, not gender specific here, but you need to trust that God is guiding you, okay? God guided you thus far, but there's an energy that wants to tell you you need to trust in the world. No, if there are certain, I'm going to take myself as an example, there were certain experiences that I had since I started my business where people wanted to, they came to me with the intention that they wanted to help me, but basically they didn't. They wanted to help themselves instead. There was nothing in it for me, okay? They saw that my business was something that they could utilize from, but they were not willing to help me grow my business. So I had to make the decision, walk away from this specific opportunity and stand my ground and keep on building my business, even though I got so much people that were against me and didn't, oh, I don't know, I don't want to go there, but, or I could give in and just go along with the stream and just suck up to people and work with people that I don't actually want to work with, people that I dislike because they are mean and stuff like that, just because I want money. No, that's like selling your soul just for a penny to survive. Okay? Satan always asks you to stand alone before showing you who really stands with you. And you are one of the luckiest. You are represented by the star card. And the star card represents miracles, Aquarius. And you're also represented by Uranus and Saturn. For Aquarius Moon and Aquarius Lagna, there can be periods in life where you feel like everything has been stripped away. But perhaps a question you should ask yourself, why is everything being taken from me? Perhaps a question, wait, perhaps a question shouldn't be, why is everything taken from me? Perhaps it should be, what was never really mine? Okay, that job was never really yours. That relationship that you had that failed, or the marriage was never really yours. The desert reveals this, the false relationship, the false identity, okay? That church that you used to belong to, your need to be, your need for approval, your obsession that you had, that you constantly over-explained yourself because you wanted to be understood and not be misunderstood, your hunger for recognition, your fear basically of being ordinary, the need to control your future. And one by one, the devil and Rahu showed you these things. And Saturn is telling you, leave them behind. Leave these things behind. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to draw a last oracle card. I'm going to end off the message here. What? Give me a last message for my Aquarius collective for this reading. The ego, the walk prince, spirit communication, paying attention. This is just confirmation. Listen to God. Listen to that voice in your head. God's voice is very soft. It's not a harsh voice. Okay? The harsh voice is the world. It's the devil. It wants to conform you and push you into a certain specific direction. Anyway, this is your reading for today, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching, and sorry that it's this long, but I really felt that I needed to do this. Anyway, please take care. Love you. Bye.